Further topology 1.14. So this is the last theorem we are seeing in this chapter 1. So before that, let's see some notes. So to do the PhD we have to find IELTS and TOEFL. To go for TOEFL is for USA, IELTS is for Australia and UK, and there are some scholarships is there. It is international student scholarships. We need to go for Ministry of Higher Education, that is mohe.lk, and again German giving some, that is called a DAD scholarships, and in the Australia, New Zealand, those are free, and China and Japan, those we can try for that. So let's continue our theorem. That is, we already seen the theorem is about let A be a connected subspace of X, that is the assumption. If A is a subset of B is subset of A closure, it is also given. Then what we have to prove is B is also connected. So that is the results we need to prove. So A is already subspace of X. So let's see the proof clearly. To show B is connected, taking disconnecting way, that is B is equal to C union D, be a separation of B. So B is empty like before, that is, say B, this is B, and we are taking two separations C and D. We are taking a subspace A from the lemma. It should be C entirely in C or D. Let's take as a in C. So that is by lemma A lie entirely in C or D. Now suppose that A is a subset of C, then A closure also subset of C closure. And since C closure and D are disjoint, anyway C closure and D will be disjoint because of the separations. Separations means what? C closure intersection D is empty, and C intersection D closure also empty. That is the definition. So it means what? B cannot be intersect D. So B cannot be intersect D. So let's say C closure and D are disjoint, and B cannot be intersect D. Let's see. This one is a contradiction. The fact that D is a non-empty subset of B. This is a contradict the fact that D is a non-empty subset of B. So let's see further. That means we have B intersection D is empty, means which is because of D is a subset of B, no? Therefore D should be empty. That is, C closure intersection D is empty. It means what? C and D are separations. Since it's coming as because of C and D are separation, and C is open and closed sets. Because of closure we have concluded C is open and closed sets. So A closure subset of C closure, and A, when you take the intersection both sides, A closure intersection D subset of C closure intersection D. A closure intersection D is because of B is a subset of A closure, no? It means A closure is a bigger set than B. Therefore we can take as a B intersection D. For this one, this is smaller than this one, so we can write for the A closure we say B intersection D, that is subset of, this is already empty. So B intersection D is subset of pi, means therefore B intersection D is empty. So see here C and D, this one is B. B intersection D is, if you get D, we need to get D because D is a subset of B. but what we are getting is, we are getting as a empty. So it means what? D is empty. So, and we can see some other note. It means closure of A in Y. It means A closure intersection Y. Since A closure is closure of A in X, that is closed. That means A is closed in Y. Therefore, closure of A is A. It means what? Because of this notation we use for the X. Therefore, we are using this notation to differentiate closure of A of Y, that is A. Why? Because it is closed. Therefore, we can write A is equal to A closure intersection Y. This is the notation for this one. So, from this, A closure intersection B is empty. A closure intersection Y is A. Therefore, A closure intersection B is empty. That is, A is equal to A closure intersection Y. Then A intersection B. If you take the intersection both sides, what we get? A closure intersection B intersection Y B. So A intersection B is what? Empty. This one will A closure intersection B. So from this we are getting, from this we are getting this one. So it means A is equal to A closure intersection Y. If you take intersection B both sides, it will be empty. This gives Y intersection B will be B, because B is a subset of Y. Therefore, A closure intersection B. So A closure intersection B is coming as empty. Now let's see another note, that is A closure is equal to A union A dash, that is limit point, and A is a closure. Therefore, A dash intersection B will be empty. For this one we can put like this: A dash intersection B is empty. That means A closure intersection B is empty. Therefore, what we are doing is, for this one we this is coming from this one. So for the A closure we can put A union A dash, and this one, for the A dash we can put A union A dash, union A dash intersection B. This is equal to A dash intersection B. Let's see how we can get this one. A dash intersection B is empty. For the A closure we can put, A closure intersection B is empty. The A closure we can put A union A dash, union A dash intersection B, pi union. Okay, this one A dash intersection B is empty, because A closure subset of B is subset of, I think this is union. This one, A dash A closure intersection B is pi. So this is this one. For the A closure we can put A union A dash. So A union A dash intersection B, this is pi. So we know this is pi union A dash intersection B. Okay, let's see this one. What we have to prove is, we need to prove A union A dash intersection B. This is equal to, we have to get a pi. So A is the smallest one, B is the biggest one, and okay, we can write like this. So A dash A union A dash into A union B. This is what A union B will be, B, and A pi union A dash B will be A dash intersection B, and this one is pi. So that's why we are getting A dash intersection B is pi. So this is one. Let's see. Okay, how we can get this one? A closure intersection Y is A. So A closure intersection Y is A closure intersection. For the Y we can say A union B. So it means, if you using the distributive law, A closure intersection A union A closure intersection B. So we know A closure intersection B will be pi. Therefore A closure intersection A union pi. So if you union with the pi, we will get the A closure intersection A, that is A.